So guys, Black Ops 4. What is going on, everybody? My name is Zach, but you guys can call me Hazardous, and thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel, and welcome back to another Call of Duty related video here on the channel today. The past couple of days I've been making Fortnite videos. We've seen the 1.47 patch update and the V3.2.0 update, and tomorrow we have V3.2.1 update coming into Fortnite Battle Royale. There's so much crazy stuff going on in gaming recently with the Black Ops 4 release date and announcement and confirmation released by Treyarch today. We have Super Smash Bros. Coming out to the Switch in 2018, unless that's a lie. I just saw it on Instagram. Maybe it's a fake leak or something like that. But we have a lot of stuff announced today, and it's just absolutely crazy. This video, I'm going to be specifically talking about Black Ops 4 and the real reason Black Ops 4 is releasing early in 2018. So, just to let you guys know, there is not one simple reason that Treyarch and Activision are deciding to release this Call of Duty, which is Black Ops 4, a month earlier than it normally does in November as their yearly release. There's just not one simple answer. There's so many factors that go into this equation, and we have to take everything into consideration. So in this video, I'm just going to be talking about this. It's just going to be a live commentary of me just talking, uncut, you know, stream of thought, talk, all that stuff. I just want to get this out there because I do want to talk to you guys about this stuff, and this video probably is going to drag on for a decent amount of time, so be sure to grab your favorite drink, be sure to grab your favorite, food item, and eat that, and drink that, and just enjoy this video. And also, guys, I just want to mention as well before we get into this, I know I've been dragging this on for 2 minutes now, but before we get into this video, if you guys want to enter an Amazon gift card giveaway, I am giving more gift cards away here on my channel, so be sure to like this video, drop a comment down below, and if you guys are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe to enter that giveaway, and just let me know in the comments that you want to enter, and I will enter you guys in. That's all you need to do. It's not required, but it just helps me out. So let's get straight into this, guys, and talk about Black Ops 4 and all these reasons. So the first reason I thought of was because, boom, Red Dead Redemption 2. It's coming out October 26th in 2018. Now, that is not the sole reason, but I can guarantee you it has an influence in it. Red Dead Redemption 2 has had this interesting marketing segment where they really haven't started marketing yet, and the game was supposed to come out in fall of 2017. The game should have been out already by half a year. It should have come out at the same time World War II came out, because it was announced in fall of 2016. It was actually announced in September of 2016, and I got so hyped for that. I was like, wow, it's time for Red Dead Redemption 2. It's long awaited, and I just cannot wait to jump into this. But it turned out that it got delayed until spring of 2018, and that is when we were expecting it to come out, because Rockstar games usually only get delayed once like that, when it's a half a year or like 3/4 year delay, and then finally, a month ago, it got delayed again, but they finally announced a solid release date, and that is October 26th of 2018. So Red Dead Redemption 2 started their marketing cycle with a big delay for their massive online and campaign game. All I gotta say about that is that is not the only reason that Black Ops 4 is being delayed, or sorry, not delayed, but the reason Black Ops 4 is releasing earlier than that, because usually Call of Duty games release the first week of November. That first Tuesday, it used to be when games released on a Tuesday, but now it seems like they're all dropping on Friday so they can reap in the marketing rewards just with, it being the weekend and Friday, and people won't be seeing movies, they'll be playing games instead. So that's one reason is Red Dead Redemption 2. They wanted to undercut them because that's usually what Battlefield does. They try and undercut as many COD sales as possible by having their game released 2 to 3 weeks before Call of Duty, because at least EA knows that they'll never be able to overtake Call of Duty in terms of a massive multiplayer franchise. And the reason is just because it's just a different audience. Call of Duty appeals to everyone, whereas Battlefield doesn't appeal to some younger audiences, I would say. Some people that play Call of Duty who are really, really young don't play Battlefield, and there are some that do, but I would say for the most part, Battlefield has a smaller niche market than Call of Duty does. Even though Call of Duty isn't really a niche, nor is Battlefield, it just has a smaller market focus than Call of Duty is. Call of Duty is just more general. So they try and undercut the sales by releasing their games earlier than Call of Duty, because they know at least people don't need to play them, but at least they'll get the money from the sale of their new game. And so Call of Duty is trying that this year to undercut Battlefield, I guarantee you, when that game comes out, and also Red Dead Redemption 2. Because Red Dead Redemption 2, if it came out first, everyone would be playing that, and Call of Duty would be kind of shadowed by the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, because I can guarantee you that's going to be another $1 billion opening day for Red Dead Redemption 2. Just like GTA 5 when it came out in 2013, September 2013, it got $1 billion from all the pre-order sales and everything that day and just release sales. It's going to be the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2. I can honestly almost expect it to be $1.5 billion. We have to see what the audience size is. If it's going to be bigger than the GTA 5 release, it's going to be bigger by like $500 million. It's not going to just surpass the world record for GTA 5's release. It is going to blow GTA 5 out of the water, but I'm just not too sure because I haven't been keeping up with too much of like the Rockstar side of YouTube in the most recent years, but I am going to be covering Red Dead Redemption 2 on my channel, and I don't want this video to be about Red Dead Redemption 2, but that's one of the reasons that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is releasing earlier this year. The other is because of Battlefield 5, kind of for the same reasons. Battlefield 5 is probably going to come out the week after Call of Duty or the same day as Call of Duty. If Battlefield comes out the same day as Call of Duty, that is going to be the most action-packed and the most competitive month of video games probably in history. We have Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Red Dead Redemption, the makers of Rockstar, releasing their games all within the same 2-week span, and that is just going to be insane. I don't know what I'm going to do for YouTube. I'm going to have too many videos to make. I'm not even going to have time to go to class. I'm not even going to have time to sleep. In order to get all the content I want out in October and November for you guys, I would need to be uploading about a video every 10 minutes onto YouTube. Like literally, there's going to be so much to cover in these games. Oh man, I'm just not ready. I don't think I'm up for the challenge. I really am up for the challenge, but I don't think I'm going to be able to handle it. That is going to be insane. Even if YouTube is your full-time job, if you're covering any of those games, it's just going to be so much to cover. It's going to be insane. So, without further ado, let's talk more about Black Ops 4. So we have Red Dead Redemption 2 and Battlefield 5 as two of the reasons that Black Ops 4 is releasing early, and then another reason is because of how poorly World War II did as a Call of Duty game. We haven't seen one DLC camo, we haven't seen the paint shop yet. Leaderboards came out in Infinite Warfare faster than the paint shop did in Call of Duty World War II, and I really have to put the blame on Michael Condrey for this. And although he's not responsible wholly, his team is responsible as well because he's not the sole maker of Call of Duty for Sledgehammer, but since he's the creative director, people look up to him as like the leading force behind the development of the game, and he just didn't have the passion this year. He did with the Advanced Warfare, and that's why I had high hopes for this. I was expecting a lot of new camos, a lot of new gear sets and outfits and all this stuff, and they really dropped the ball this year with that. I mean, at least put in a DLC camo or Ground War, which they promised 3 months ago. It's just really sad to see. And so since Call of Duty World War II has such a small player base right now and people are really hating on the game, kind of myself included, I love the game, but I think it's been the worst release, or just the worst Call of Duty game to date. People may say that Ghost was, people may say that Advanced Warfare was, but in terms of just poor development, in terms of poor post-launch support, World War II is supported less than an orphaned child in like a third world country. It's really sad. So anyway, that's another reason, is the fact that World War II is doing so bad right now in terms of just its player base and sales and all that stuff. It sold 12 million copies, 12.19 million copies I saw on a chart. Ghost sold 28 million copies. It was the 4th best-selling Call of Duty, believe it or not. I didn't even know that. I knew it was hated on. I happen to love Ghost. I thought the development could have been a little bit better in terms of the graphics, but, you know, I thought that the game was still a pretty fun Call of Duty to play, especially the Honey Badger. But anyway, talking about, I want to keep the topic to Black Ops 4, since obviously that's what I'm going on this whole 9-minute conversation about right now. But another reason is just the fact that Call of Duty is losing influence, and that's the real reason that Black Ops 4 is releasing early this year, or earlier than usual, depending on how you want to place it in your mind. Fortnite is taking over YouTube. It is the most streamed game on Twitch, the most watched game on Twitch. It has, you know, even the subreddits for those games. The World War II Reddit had 35 people active on the page in the last 15 minutes. I just checked. Fortnite had 26,000 people. Now, I know that seems unbelievable, but hear me out. I don't know how this is a thing. GTA has had 170 people active in the last 15 minutes, I think. But I checked that a few days ago. So it could be, I could have just checked during like non-peak hours. But Fortnite, for some reason, the Reddit is out of control. People are uploading stuff all the time. The most recent Fortnite like upvotes on Reddit have like 18,000 upvotes. It's crazy. I don't know how many people are playing this game right now, but it's got to blow Call of Duty, it's got to blow GTA, it's got to blow every single AAA title out of the water. And that's because of the quality, and Epic Games really cares about their stuff. Even though it's free to play and they throw in $20 skins, it's still a great game in my opinion. It was just a very smart move by Epic Games. I mean, they really undercut everyone with that. But that's another reason. And it's not like Fortnite is a direct competitor to Call of Duty. In terms of audience, it's competing with the same demographic. Kids, it's competing with people who like cartoonish games. It's got all that stuff. It's like literally the Disney for like, you know, a Call of Duty audience, like a Disney movie. You know, it attracts the kids, it attracts the parents and everything. The reason animation movies from Disney make so much money and Pixar makes so much money is because the parents take the kids to see the movie, so they sell 3 tickets instead of 1. And, you know, that's kind of the whole reasoning behind it. So Call of Duty is trying to get ahead of the game this year because it needs all the advantages it can get. Call of Duty has been in decline for the past 4 years, and so they needed an advantage with that, they needed a boost with that, and thank God Treyarch is making this year's Call of Duty. I'll save an Infinite Warfare rant for another video if you guys want to see that. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see that as well, because I have a nice theory and opinion about Infinite Warfare, just about how if it came out after World War II, people would have loved it. Infinite Warfare released at the wrong time. It had 178 camos. It had like 350 charms or accessories to put on the side of your weapon, and even though that was ripped off of Rainbow Six Siege because that came out beforehand, it still is something unique that was in the game in terms of just content, whereas World War II doesn't have anything. It has 12 camos, only like 6 DLC weapons, and just, I don't know, man, Fortnite, or not Fortnite, World War II just really dropped the ball this year, guys. I was really hoping for something more, and that's another reason is that Battlefield 1 beat World War II to the party. I mean, people were so excited for a Battlefield or a Call of Duty or just any shooter in general to return to historic World War II times, and Battlefield came out and was like, we're going to switch it up a little bit, but still give the fans what they want of an historic game, and say, we're going to release Battlefield 1 as a World War I first-person shooter. And so Call of Duty, of course, even though it was in development at the time when Battlefield 1 was announced, Battlefield 1 was also in development, mind you, so, yeah, I think that's just what we're left with here. So Call of Duty is really trying to undercut as many people as possible because it's losing the influence it has. It wouldn't matter if games came out beforehand. It wouldn't matter if GTA came out before Call of Duty. It wouldn't matter if Battlefield came out before Call of Duty. It wouldn't have even mattered if Fortnite came out before Call of Duty. But now that World War II, or now that Call of Duty has lost so much ground in the community and it's in such a negative spotlight in the gaming industry, they need every advantage they can get upon release, and that's probably the real reason why Call of Duty is releasing earlier this year, is just because they can't release after all the other games, because people will seriously not give Call of Duty a second thought and just buy Battlefield 5, they'll buy stuff for Fortnite, they'll buy stuff for Red Dead Redemption 2, they'll buy Super Smash, and not even think about Call of Duty because they think the series is dead already. Treyarch, I really do think, is going to revive the series, and nothing to the point of MW2 or MW3 or anything like that, but the YouTube community will love to make Call of Duty videos again. Do you guys remember the hype? If you guys weren't really watching Hollowpoint's YouTube videos when Black Ops 3 came out, you missed probably one of the most awesome points of YouTube in its history. I honestly, I have to say, I'm looking back at it like a teacher with history, like a historian at a library teaching kids about like YouTube history, but it's true. Hollowpoint was my inspiration for making videos, and the fact that he was uploading 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, even 12 times a day sometimes with some of his uploads. Like when Call of Duty points were announced for Black Ops 4, he uploaded 12 different videos that day, and that's because they were all 2 minutes long, and they were on each individual thing about the update. But still, that's a smart way about making gaming videos on YouTube, is just to make videos about every single detail in a game. That's how you grow an audience. But anyway, that was the best point of YouTube, and so that's going to be happening again with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I can almost guarantee you, and I want to have high hopes about that. The Call of Duty community is really switching over to Fortnite, and myself included. I'm having a lot of fun playing the game, and it allows me to make those types of videos again because the game is constantly being updated, and that is what Call of Duty has been lacking in the past 2 years. I wish I stayed around for Infinite Warfare. I didn't give it enough of a chance. I kind of quit YouTube, honestly, during that time because I wanted to do vlogs and it just crashed and burned. That's another story for another day. If you guys want to see a video about that, about how I really just failed, let me know down in the comments. But, I mean, to get back to topic here, Infinite Warfare was a great game, I think. I've been having fun playing that recently. I also want to do some streams of that as a Call of Duty, because I'm getting kind of bored of World War II, and I don't want to just give you guys Fortnite for the next half year until Black Ops 4 comes out. But yeah, undercutting games is the real reason that Call of Duty is coming out a year early this year. Not a year early, a month early this year compared to normal release dates in early November. It's just because they want to get every advantage they can, the upper hand on every single game they can. And the biggest competitors are Fortnite in terms of gameplay, and the biggest competitors in terms of recent releases or upcoming releases around the same time as Call of Duty is, you guessed it, Red Dead Redemption 2 and Battlefield 5. So they're going to have some competition this year. Again, you know, people always fall into their place. The people who are Rockstar fans are going to play Red Dead Redemption 2. The people who are Activision and Call of Duty fans are going to play Black Ops 4. And the people who are Battlefield fans are going to be playing Battlefield 5 or whatever the new Battlefield is called. I hope it's Battlefield Bad Company 3, but we'll just have to see. They're going to all fall into their little, you know, categories after a couple weeks of these games being released. But in terms of initial sales, some of these games might not break world records because of the amount of games that are coming out at that time. We have Battlefield 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and Super Smash Bros. If that thing is still true. I'm probably going to be made fun in the comments for not even getting that right. But we have those 4 games releasing all around the same time in October. And the fact of the matter is that they're going to be splitting the sales. The very fortunate people who have the money to spend $240 on games in October are going to buy all those games. But for most people, they're only going to get 1 or 2 of them. And I think the best-selling ones are going to be Red Dead Redemption 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Those are going to be the 2 major contenders compared to Battlefield 5 and Super Smash. But, you know, we'll just have to see, boys. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited for this year. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this video. If you guys want to see more uncut commentaries by me. I know this video is so long, coming up on 17 minutes now, and that was kind of the point, is I couldn't do this video in my normal 2 to 6 minute time frame. I really had to just talk to you guys and just explain things. And although I stutter, this is how I normally do commentaries. This is how my commentaries turn out when I record them. I stutter, I say I lose my train of thought, but you know, I edit it down into a nice condensed version for you guys. So this is kind of what we're dealing with now. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. I'm starving, so I gotta eat dinner soon. I also gotta do some extra stuff in terms of the film this weekend. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the real reason why Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is releasing a month early this year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in a future video. Adios, amigos.